The apprentices have been washing the Valtra because it was covered in, I don't know, wood chip dust, should we say, from the chipper. And I feel like it's got smaller as they've been doing it. I think it started off as a Valtra Q series and it's ended up an N.
An A95.
An A95, yeah. Do you know when they did Star Trek or Star Wars or whatever, you know, the spaceship? They made it dirty so it made it look bigger and not fake. Because it was obviously a plastic model.
Which one? Millennium Falcon? Or
yeah.
The Starship Enterprise?
Something like that, to make it look real.
Correct.
To make it look real, they made it look dirty so it didn't look like a plastic toy, which it was. It's one of them days when all the moss blows off the roof again. Why does it do it every so often? Just having a rummage around the yard for a piece of angle iron so we can put a cheap camera up at one of the dog fields because people just aren't picking up the dog mess. So just want something that can screw to the post to make the camera a bit more elevated so people can't maul with it. Don't really want to go and buy a piece, so I'm just looking what I can recycle, but seeing, oh, actually it's something. Ah, perfect. Just what we need. Oscar's just smoothing the edges off and then we'll weld it to this, drill some holes in that and then bolt it on. Paul's been from Pew's servicing this because it's done 100 hours and there's a slight water leak on a hose, so he's been fixing that as well. Bracket now made, that just needs welding to that tube, that angle iron. Until it's had the fuel filter done. This is all finished now, we're just going to get it there, I think. Strap it on like that, it's not sticking out any more than the wing mirror either side. Just ratchet it on, isn't it? Remember the film Twister where they had all sorts of things on the back of the pickups? Just reminded me of that then. Secure load. You'd be too young to remember Twister. Yeah, it's going nowhere, it's strapped in. Just going to screw this on here now. Get a bit higher. That's okay, isn't it? It's not the other ones that we've got with the huge solar panels, because it doesn't get a lot of use, this one. The farm stream ones, you can use them all day with the size of their solar panel. Whereas that, you only need to log on the odd time just to check people are cleaning up after themselves. I've got this old laptop. I'm going to cut 20% off it and see if it still works. Just to explain to the government how 20% of something missing generally means that it doesn't function anymore. As soon as I turn it, oh there you go, it's blowing again. Can you see? That spar has snapped and it's blowing in the wind. I mean, it's moved it up there as well, so the sheets are starting to rip. So we need to get up with a jury picker, get that back the other side of that piece of wood, put a pin in it and then bolt it up here where it's cracked in half. Otherwise we're going to end up with no gable end in the shed. It's coming out both sides, see? I don't know how that's happened. I have to move the drill out the shed that's parked in the front of it and then I can get down. Right, we've got this side back on the noggin. Gonna knock that bolt back through. And then that one on, and then we'll have to screw that board across the top. I don't know how, but the nuts have come out of them bolts, so we're going to put 2 nuts in there. We just put 2 screws in to hold it, and then we'll put a board across the top. That's probably a bit thick for getting screws through. Just from up here, if you look outside at the barley, it's a nice green colour, but can you see the tide mark? Right, that's better. That's on there. Just need to go around the outside now, which is in that little alleyway. Put some more screws that have come out of that. For some reason, it doesn't look like it's been bolted to that top one. It's screwed onto that top one. See? 2004 this shed was put up. 21 years ago this June, July. I remember putting it up thinking it was a big shed. It's 40 by 100. Within 6 years, we built next door, which was twice the size, 80 by 100. And then 5 years after that, I think it was, we built one 100 by 140. And then we built another 100 by 60 since as well. But yeah, 21 years, some sheds. Unfortunately, I bet 20% of this value of the shed is what it cost us in the first place, is now stacking as a tax bill. Seriously, at the moment, I'm properly fed up. I don't know if anyone else is, but it's why we bother it. I've got these bales sat on here and they're a bit damp. Anyway, one of them is just steaming a little bit. Can't really see from here, but up there. Anyway, I'm gonna respace them out a little bit, I think, so that they're not squashed so tight. So I'll move the sprayer out of the way. Spray is here because it's been a little bit frosty recently. The shed's a bit warmer. Oh, there's my mum. From this angle, that looks bent. It's not though, but it just, when you walk out the brew room, it looks like the wheel's just twisted on a lock. Must have just been an optical illusion. Anyway, the lads have been up through that little door there and put some screws in the back of them tin sheets while I've been on the phone, so that's all good. Just sorting out all this stuff for March 4th, just making sure that we've got everything in the right order. Yeah, we're trying to sort out this. What we've got to do is have the crate thing so that we can get the MPs to it and meet with them and actually get the message to them, because that's the whole point of the day, really. If we can't educate them, then what's the point? That looks brilliant. Proper, isn't it? Ian will sulk, but it's so lovely on your feet when you're standing up all day on it. We're just showing Annika around now. She's getting used to cleaning it. Paul's going to make sure there's no mice. He's checked. John's back. He's took some of the chip that was chipped yesterday up to Adams, and that's been screened now, so we should have some nice quality chip with no fines in it to wear the boiler out, and no big chunks to block the boiler. So we're doing a trial for a month just to see whether it works out better for us or not. So he's just gonna spit this out now. We'll see what it looks like. Rob's just moving them bales out that I was worried about, that was sweating a bit. See what it looks like now when he opens the door. Single ram these trailers, so they're quicker to go up and quicker to come down. If you look at this is unscreened. To shake it, you got all this fines in the bottom. Whereas that, if we shake that, there's not really anything in the bottom. Should dry a bit quicker as well, because the air will flow through it easier. Nice. Don't half show the dirt, them tractors though, don't they? This is today's birthday bumper, not many today. David Hunter is 39, Daisy Critchley is on there, and Ed C, I think it was. So we're up to £86,022, amazing. So happy birthday everyone on there and anyone else whose birthday it is. Right, back to this. I've measured it, 35 centimetres. So thinking about it, if you cut 3.5 mil off, that'd be 1%, which is about that much. I'm guessing it would probably still work with that, But 20% means taking 7 centimetres off it, which is about the 28 centimetre mark. I'm guessing chopping that much off, it won't work after that. But we'll try it anyway and see what happens. So 3.5 centimetres. Sorry, 7 centimetres is 20%. Draw a line on that. Now, choose your weapon. Try this one. It's not going to fit through. Just. Right, we've got the laptop. We've cut 20% off the end. That goes to the Chancellor. Now, is it still going to work? Well, we can't even turn it on for a start. So, I guess that's a no. Yeah, I mean, this is the situation now. The severance of 20% is looming, and it still doesn't work at the moment. Take the 20% away, not a chance of it working. That sounds like John back with another load of wood chip. I don't think he wanted to go home today. It's about 6:30, 6:45 now. I think he's been having fun, but anyway, I'm going to end the video now. Hope you've enjoyed it today. Not a lot been going on other than me on the phone most of the day, if I'm perfectly honest, organising the stuff for the March the 4th. Don't forget, get your grandparents there. It's very important that we show the anguish that old people are going through at the moment, or even people that are ill that might not last 7 years. So, might see you on the 4th of March. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.